Hey guys, it's Yali with Herbal Turtle here with your pick a card pile for the week of November 22nd through November 29th, 2024. This is where you pick the card pile you're most drawn to, and I'll tell you about your week, how we're going to get through it, and we'll start with our first card pile. You know, one thing I want to mention right off the bat is sometimes we have to have our foundation just ripped out from under us. And it's important for you to realize a foundation that's ripped under you, a foundation that's cracked, a foundation that is unsturdy is power. Why? Because it shows you that it wasn't actually a foundation. It shows you that something needs to be rebuilt. And sometimes the universe can shake up just everything within our lives. And we can occasionally have a tendency to look at the brokenness, look at the pain, and it prevents us, I don't want to say it prevents us from moving forward, but it does slow down our progression. And just because things aren't what you thought they were doesn't mean that you should be hard on yourself. And you might have things pop up during the week that's like reminders of what was, or reminders of the pain that you've been going through. And it's important to feel into these emotions, but in a way that's not going to disrupt your life. And it can kind of feel like it catches you off guard, but at the same time, you have control of your feelings, you have control of your emotions, you have control of you. And dwelling on the past sometimes brings us more pain, but it is important to also distinguish on what feelings you need to process and what's bringing you more pain. So is you looking back at the things, is it helping you progress? Is it helping you purge? Or is it kind of keeping you stuck in that cycle? And that's an important thing for you to know. Your oracle for the week is number 35. Trust the guidance you're receiving. Arcángel Uriel has blessed you with the brilliant epiphany. I am also present, which is Saint Michael the Archangel. I'm also present to clear away your worries so you can trust your divine guidance. There's so much enlightenment and power when you're in darkness. But sometimes our feelings can get the best of us and we can't hear things, or we're hearing way too much of our logic and not our intuition. Or hard to hear, the intuitive downloads or the messages that the archangels are sending. So yes, feel into your emotions, but do it in a timely manner. Do it when you have time, when you have space, and don't be so hard on yourself, and trust yourself. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. You've been in this spot before of temptation. And there can be an individual who it feels like you keep being pulled back into this sense of reflection in it almost feels like an addiction at this point, but you're more in control of your emotions at the moment. And this week, you're going to see this relationship / addiction dynamic. And it's going to unlock a hidden knowledge within you that you kind of forgot about, but you kind of knew about. And this has to do in forms of control. You feel, in the past, you could feel like you are being controlled by this thing. And it causes a lot of disruption and emotional chaos. But with this hidden knowledge that you have within you that is going to emerge, and it seems like it's going to be either in your dreams or right when you wake up, and it'll be like when you're in that in-between space, kind of. And just try and grab that information. Try to not look at your phone right off the bat, and grab that little piece of information, because it seems like it's going to be like a small little I don't want to say slip of time, but it's just going to be a moment. But either way, whether you catch that moment or not, when you wake up or when you're going to sleep, something's going to like click within you, and you're going to say, oh shit, like I do actually have control of me. And it seems like you're doing a lot better with your emotions. And you have a lot more control. Yeah, and you're clearing away a lot of debris too. All this anxiety and overthinking keeping you up at night has changed. And if there's a trigger that comes by, do not forget the emotional work that you've been doing. So don't let this relationship connection throw you off your game. You've learned a lot within this relationship, so don't overthink it. Don't let your logic control your intuition. Trust your gut. You've been in this dynamic before, and use the same tools that you've learned with the previous relationship. How you got out of it, how you managed to cope, and use that to propel you, to keep you solid on your journey. That's like one of your strong suits that you need to be reminded about. And your oracle for the week is increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. I'm pretty sure you've been thinking about taking something. So you could also very much be an individual that holds their power or like your self-confidence with your education. So if you're feeling like you have like low self-esteem or low self-worth, take a course. And if you do feel empowered after that, just know you're probably one of those individuals who does find their self-confidence and knowledge. I'm one of those people. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a good week for y'all. Okay. look at this. And for our last card pile, this really gives the energy of like, it reminds me of like Chinese mythology, and I'd have to look up the mythology of it. Anyways, there's women who are meant to lead, and these women can legitimately do it all. And these women, society can label these women as like masculine, to where it's like, oh, a man has to do that for you, or, one with very male dominated energy has to do, I don't know, take care of the bills, take care of the house. They have to, cater to you. But there's women who are just like, I don't need that. Or feminine energy, who are just like, I don't need that. Like they carry both and they hold it well. And make sure that no one is guilt tripping you over these things, because this seems like your natural ability to lead, and also your natural ability to be within nature, to be soft, to be just you. Like it's neither male nor female. Like you just are. And these are powerhouses. These are like people who are trendsetters. They lead the way. And it's more than likely possible that, you've had to walk away from some things to realize your true strength, your true power. And sometimes we have to go through that. We have to be thrown through the shit in order to figure out, damn, I can do all this by myself. Like I don't need anyone. And I don't want you to be in that mentality of like, I don't need anyone in an aggressive way. It's more of like a soft, like, wow, I really don't need anyone. Like I'm so happy within myself. I'm so happy that I can do this. And finding yourself, or finding this specific aspect about you and this specific empowerment of who you are, it can sometimes be a bittersweet moment, because you had to go through so much and you had to be torn down so much in order to just come back to self. So give yourself like a moment, just a moment, because it looks like you're busy with a lot. And give yourself a moment to be with nature, to thank God, thank universe, thank your guides, your protectors, thank just universe for everything. Because you have went through a lot, and sometimes people don't make it out of these situations and they don't even find themselves. And you're still finding more of yourself, but you're just in a great moment. Also, if you're thinking about changing a type of business or career or financial thing, go for it. The energy is looking great. It's looking like you know your shit. So trust your gut, because it seems like this business stuff, this financial stuff isn't a thing for you. You kind of know you know what moves to make. People can even go to you for business stuff or financial advice. Yeah, you have the tools. You most definitely have the tools. Okay, maybe take a couple moments. So your oracle for the week, couple moments. Prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. So sometimes we can be so much on our shit. We can be so much focused on the future. And sometimes we're even surrounded by the wrong people who don't take care of us either. And take this moment for you. Take a day, or if you don't have time, take a couple hours, at least 2 hours from your day, and do whatever type of self-care that you need. But it seems like you're in a lot of a better place now. The energy that you're holding this week is very strong. So because of that, all that energy that you have pushing behind you and in front of you and on the sides of you, also make sure you're grounding yourself and keep that momentum, because it's beautiful. So yeah, that's all the information I'm getting. All right. That is it for this week. If y'all have any questions, comments, complaints, please feel free to add a comment, like, subscribe, share, whatever you want. And other than that, if y'all have anything at all, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, stay juicy.